here we are. You and I, us, we, the ray of sunshines. Here we are. And I'm back, okay? It is what it is. I be having moments like the rest of us, as enlightening and spiritual and brilliant and exciting and joyous that I am. I still have my moments, and I needed a break from everything. I was low-key depressed, okay? Let's keep it a band. I was low-key depressed. Anyway, what's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, wife coach, and we are reviewing a new show, and I'm enjoying it thus far. It is Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. All black cast, okay, except for the one boyfriend or the one girl that, you know, that needs an emotional support dog, okay? Listen, it comes on Sundays, Bravo. I believe it's 9 p.m., okay? So, before we get started, if you are new here, I'm a little uncut. I'm a little raw at times, but I'm here like to give good advice as we look at these folks. We normally go scene by scene, but I'm going to introduce the characters and then we'll talk about what happened. Let's see how this goes. And I'm trying to use my old camera. Let's see if it's clear, if it works. Fingers, eyes, and toes crossed. Yours too. So where's the season 1, episode 1? Not Your Mama's Martha's Vineyard, okay? What that mean, y'all? What that mean? They finna be lit? Listen, our mamas was lit too, okay? I'm Generation X. They probably like millennials, okay? But it's cool because though lit looks different now, lit to our parents, to me, looks different than it does to my children. But we gonna let them have it, okay? So it is a shared rental summer house. You've got Jasmine and Silos, who are the people who coordinated the event, the vacation stay, the Martha Vineyard's house. Listen, all the birds love it at my house. Look at them. What they doing? Is they fighting? They was fighting, y'all. The birds was fighting. Okay, I digress. Oh, a bird. Squirrel moment. Shiny. I don't know how old they are. They aren't sharing their ages. But Silas and Jasmine were recently married June of last year. So they are a new couple. In addition, we found out that 6 months after they had been dating, Silas had asked her to marry him. Silas is originally from Liberia, but has been here in the United States for the majority of his life. She's a screenwriter and he's a financial analyst. And my first thoughts of them is Jasmine seems to be a little pretentious, a little bourgeois, you know, and there's nothing wrong with being bourgeois as long as you have like a scale, like you're not looking down at other people. It's like she's putting on airs because she's married now, and I done forgot their last name. Is it Connors? That might not be it. Don't judge me. So Silas, on the other hand, seems very controlling. I'm gonna leave it there because that's my first impression of him. Very, this is mine. You need to do what I say, etc., etc. Very much so. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the head of household, and Jasmine is falling right in line. Now, you know, I don't have a problem with God, man, woman, children. I don't have a problem with the hierarchy at all. The traditional hierarchy I have no problem with. But what I do have a problem with is when you lose your autonomy. I do have a problem when someone is controlling. I do have a problem when it's not about collaboration. It's not about communication. It's not about commitment. It's not about compromise. I couldn't think of the third C. Communication, commitment, and compromise. Let's add collaborative because that is what a marriage is. Okay, let's not stay too long on them because I will. Then we met Preston, who is an attorney. He's also an Alpha Phi Alpha. Him and Silas know each other from their fraternity. Come to find out, they really didn't get along well, but now they friends. Yo, he's also a queer activist, okay? And he, to me, seems like he's a know-it-all, and he talks too damn much about things that he feels he's an expert on, okay? We're all an expert in something, but sometimes be quiet, sit down, be humble. Okay, then we meet Bria, who is a fashion entrepreneur, and Milo. Milo is her little dog, her little, I think he's a Schnauzer mix. I don't know. Y'all know what kind of dog that is? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Well, Bria comes in. She's a fashion entrepreneur, and honestly, she seems like the person that plays the victim all the time. I'm not gonna even lie. She seems like the one that needs to be catered to, and when something doesn't go her way, like she pouts. These are just my first impressions. Of course, I reserve the right to change my mind as the season continues, as should you, okay? You should change your mind too, if you agree with me. And if you don't agree with me on these, please let me know down below in the comments. I want to hear your perspective. I'm big on hearing what you have to say and your input, because maybe it'll change my mind. Maybe you'll have me look at something a different way. But then again, maybe not. Bria is the one who has the German boyfriend, the Dove, okay? And that plans on moving over to Germany with him. They haven't been together that long, but you know, hey. Who am I to knock you for living your life? I think you should live your life according to what you want to do, and if this is making you happy, then I'll be it, Bria. I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't be with a white man and uproot myself and go move with him in Germany. Okay, I'm just telling you what I can't do. Nevertheless, we then meet Nick and Alex. They actually come in together, and they are Kappas. Nick is a stylist and a sports brand manager. You can tell that he is well put together as far as what his attire looks like. He's very articulate. Then you meet Alex. Am I getting them mixed up? I don't think so. Alex is the vegan that don't drink, and that's aspiring musician, the cousin of John Legend. You know, he kind of cute. He a little thin, because I feel like the camera, of course, put the 10 pounds on you. He's a little too thin for my liking, but very muscular build, very athletic build. Does yoga. I mean, handsome though, very handsome. You know, we saw him singing in the pool, and I mean in a little jacuzzi, and I thought to myself, he could probably keep that. We see Amir, who is a real estate agent. He's half black and half Lebanese, and has not been a part of his culture, his community, his entire life. Okay, when he got to be about 22, I figure these adults, these young people, are not older than 30. That's what I think. I might be wrong. I need to probably look it up. If y'all know how old they are, just give me your age range and let me know in the comments. But you know, he's full of himself. Okay, he think he is the shit. He does have a nice build. He is attractive, but we could see when his mama was cutting his hair, she was doing him a disservice. He said he was ugly. He wasn't ugly. He just wasn't black boy fine yet. You know, he hadn't come into himself. He was being raised by his Lebanese mother. We see Jordan. Jordan arrives. I don't know if she arrived before or after Mariah, but we're going to talk about Jordan, who is gorgeous. Okay, all these women are beautiful, but Jordan is probably the one that gets the most attention from the fellas. I mean, because she's vibrant, she's full of life, she's a DJ and something else, child. What I got written down? A DJ and a model. She was the last Playmate of the Year for Playboy. Y'all saw them. And so what we found is that Bria, Jasmine, and Jordan, plus Shanice, who we have not met, were all Playboy bunnies at the club together. And it was far and few between black people. So there you have it. And that's how they ended up congregating, getting to know one another. So I do feel like Jordan is very much so self-aware. And in these few episodes, this one episode, I'm all like, I think she's misunderstood because she's pretty. People think she thinks that she's all that, when in actuality, she's just here to have a good time, not for a long time. You know, and being in your 20s is about living your life, okay? Your whole life is about living your life. Don't let me say and pigeonhole it to being in your 20s, because I'm 46 years old and I'm living my life. Hey, okay? I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. The end. Then we meet Mariah, who is a nurse and is a screenwriter. She gives me no nonsense, down to earth, but I will cut your ass. Like, that's who she gives me. She gives me around the way girl, knows everybody is cool and people don't bother her because she don't bother nobody. But if you do, she gonna bark, she gonna jump, she ain't gonna bark, she gonna attack. Okay? Now, Mariah and Jasmine know each other because of they was homeless together. Child, I wouldn't be talking to Jasmine no more. But they seem to be really good friends and have formed a bond. And the reason I said I wouldn't be talking to Jasmine is because she said, Mariah, girl, come on out here to New York, while she was getting evicted. Baby, let me tell you, that has catapulted them into a relationship that they are now creating a show together. So, you know, listen, whatever works. But I mean, those trials and tribulations are things that do either split you apart or bring you together. Why didn't Mariah go back home? Maybe she didn't have somewhere to go back to. We know that Mariah has a 7-year-old son, Melania. I'm sure he wasn't around yet. I'm sure he wasn't there because she would not have been in the car with her son. Okay? Am I missing anybody? No, I'm not missing anybody because we haven't met Shanice yet. What do y'all think of? What are your first impressions of the crew? How do you feel? Like, first off, you put people in the house together, you bound to have some trouble. Okay, that's first and foremost. You are bound to have a little trouble. All the different personalities, people liking each other people liking each other, and they not liking because we already see Jordan is a hot commodity. Okay, Alex likes Jordan. She said he'd be all in her DMs and just be heart-eyeing and liking stuff, and it's annoying. So fellas, listen, here's the thing. Pretty women are everywhere. Attractive women, let's use that word. Attractive women are everywhere. What you like is readily available to you on the internet. But please don't be a PUSSY hound, okay? Please don't just be like hearting and liking. Say something. Don't be a creep. I'm just here to help you, okay? Do not be a creep. Actually get to know the people outside of the beauty that they hold. To the point where, you know, Alexis, his name is Alex. That was really just a slip of the tongue. Nothing more, okay? No, it's Nick. Nick is the one who was, Chad, I'm all jacked up. Nick is the one who was in the DMs, okay? There we go. But Alex also was attracted to her. He want to shoot his shot too. And then you got Amir, who was making it known to everyone. So who got dibs on who? Like, what's up? Like, because I'm just telling you that I'm coming for Jordan. He is a cocky little something. Like, Jordan gonna like you back. You just automatically assume. But when they meet, there is some kinetic energy. Evidently, they've been chatting. He looked her up. You know what I'm saying? So there's some type of chemistry between the two of them. You can see it at the dinner table. You can see it when he talks about he speaks Arabic, another language. And, you know, he's like, I've never had a woman be excited because I speak Arabic. I'm going to just let y'all know, speaking more than one language is hella attractive. Talk to me in another language, but the problem is I don't know what you're saying, so that's a problem. I'm learning Spanish. Should I tell y'all estoy aprendiendo a hablar en español? If you follow me on TikTok, you will see snippets of me trying to learn Spanish, but I am literally wanting to be fluid in Spanish by 2024. Okay, that's just a thing. Again, it is not about me. Well, there you go. After the little dinner, because they had it catered, okay, very on brand for someone who is bourgeois. And Mariah is very on brand for, you know, letting us know the truth, because she was like, Jasmine was like, we come to Martha's Vineyard, and I've been coming here for every summer. She said, girl, you ain't been here but twice, 2 times. I don't know how true that is, because of course we saw Silas. He was there when he was in college. And I believe they've been out of college for some time now. So I don't know, at least a couple years. Nevertheless, let's keep it going. They do drunk dare or truth in the jacuzzi. And again, they tell Amir to kiss the person that you think is the most beautiful. Of course, that's because he's making it known. Everybody is saying, oh, you know, they gonna fuck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Except for Nick and Alex, because they're like, that ain't it. That's not what's gonna happen, because I'm shooting my shot too. But she said in her confessional, like, hey, in her vignette, hey, like, come on, do something else, like ask a question to get to know me, because it can be a bit cumbersome for that someone only wants to talk to you because you're beautiful, only, you know, because you're a model and you were a Playboy model, and that is a bit exhausting. And I know that for my own truth, I'm more than just beautiful. I'm gonna toot my own horn. You should too. Hello, toot toot. But anyway, they asked Mariah to give Nick a lap dance. He got all comfortable. She did a little doot doot. She ain't do nothing. So let's talk about the dog. I knew that Milo was going to be a problem for Jasmine when Bria showed up with Milo, because she didn't ask, is what she said. She didn't make it known. She didn't say, okay, you have an emotional support animal. Great. I'm glad that you have the comfort that you need. However, you are coming to a house with a bunch of other people. Common courtesy is for you to share that you bring in your damn ESA. Okay, that's common courtesy. You don't know if people are allergic, people are afraid. We could set some boundaries and some guidelines, but they have a conversation about it, because, you know, Mariah and what's her face, Jasmine go to start in the sun house, on the sun porch, to go and start doing some screenwriting. And guess what? I gotta go. And guess what? Dog hair is everywhere. You don't want to sit on dog hair. I don't want to sit on dog hair. Your dog is shedding. When they pull you to the side, which I believe was the appropriate thing to do, pull her away from the group and have a conversation so that we can set some boundaries. Bria was hella offended. I don't think that Jasmine spoke to her in a demeaning way. I don't think that she was screaming at her. I don't think she had an attitude. She was expressing her feelings. 1, you didn't tell me, that's common courtesy. 2, let's set some ground rules and some boundaries about where the dog is going to be. And Bria was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. Well, ma'am, take your ass home. Because we are in a shared space. This is what happens when you're in a shared space. You have to be considerate of other people and know how to compromise. It's just that simple. I can't make it no more plain. And I feel like the one that was more intrusive, at least for what we saw, was Bria. It was more of a clash. I'm not finna do this, I'm walking away. She gives me the feeling of someone who creates her own drama. So to me, Bria and her dog, the dog gate, was a mess. Like, ma'am, you are in the wrong, and just kind of own up to that shit. I don't know if y'all feel differently about it. If you feel like Jasmine's tactic was not appropriate, that she should have done it a little differently, let me know down below in the comments. I mean, I commend her for not putting her on blast in front of everybody, you know, but Bria was cleaning up her dog poop. We saw that. And then, though, Bria had to go around and ask everybody, so do you think, is the dog a problem? Is the dog a problem? Is the dog a problem? I don't think that she was saying that the dog is a problem to anyone else, but that we needed to set some boundaries. I'm with Mariah. I don't want to be in the pool and then come about the pool and it's dog hair, but I don't think, do dogs shed in water? But y'all agreed when she walked in, if it was an issue, you should have said, it's an issue. I don't know about the dog, Bria. I'm sorry, I know that's your ESA, but it should have been addressed immediately, not when your homegirl was there. Anyway, but I still preferred that she pulled her over to the side. We talked about Mariah being celibate and the response that Amir gave. The response Alex gave was like, oh, that's cool. I've done it before. Like, so that was what's up. Jasmine, though, did I say that my first impression is like you a little fake? And then Preston is just like looking, because when Jasmine walked in, Bria was getting her therapy on her legs, some massaging of her legs for blood circulation. I got some of that. I don't have it all the way up to my thigh, but I got some boots. And so she comes in, Jasmine comes in, sits down, and just starts talking about how the situation was crazy and how she felt disrespected by Bria. All of those things are rightfully so. But the thing is she was saying them unbeknownst that Bria was sitting in there. And Preston, you see him looking to the side every time instead of just being like, hey, Bria, how's that feeling over there? Since Preston is that's the way you do it. If you gonna talk about somebody behind their back and you gonna listen because now you're partaking, at least give the person a heads up. But more than that, Jasmine, why are you doing that knowing that she could be anywhere in that house? I give it to Bria to be like, boop, I'm right here. Hello. We can have the conversation. And Jasmine turned fake. Oh my God, what is that? What is, girl, keep the same energy. Why is you pretending like you cool with the girl? Keep the same energy. The energy of, I don't fuck with you, because we already know that that's the case. Y'all work together and you keep saying, Shanice wanted me to invite her. I don't really know her. Shanice wanted me to invite her. So, y'all already had issue from before. At least that's how I'm perceiving it. If y'all see it differently, let me know. They do kind of hash it out a little bit, have a little bit of a conversation that was cut off short when the other housemates, friends, what we calling them, came in. So they just kind of squashed it, but I guarantee you that shit is going to come back up. It's going to resurface itself. So they get dressed for an all-white dinner, okay? You know what that girl say? If it ain't a theme party, then black people ain't involved. Theme colored party, it ain't involved. Black folks ain't involved. I gotta find the clip. Nevertheless, they got on all white. They look cute. Taking photos. Super, super model-esque, all of them. I love to see it. And, I'll come back to that. What just popped in my head. But they go to dinner and they sit at the table. And it comes up because Jasmine is all like, so who's single and who's feeling each other? Let's talk about it. And nobody wants to talk about it because why? Whatever happens, happens. They all grown. That's how I feel about that. We don't have to put it out on display. If they be messy, they be messy. I'm here for them to be messy, for her to be fooling with whoever she want to talk to, and the men be in their feelings about it. Like, that's not my life. So watching someone else's mess is good. My life is, for the most part, very peaceful. There's no drama because there's honesty and transparency in my life. So when it's for someone else, I'm all like, what happened, girl? I know you lying. Like, that's me. So we gonna go for it, and we hoping for a little bit of mess, not too much that's gonna have us looking crazy. I'm just saying. One of the things was, Jasmine had said something to the effect of, asked a question and wanted each person to start, and was starting with Jordan, who she's calling her sister cousin because they supposed to be like this. And Jordan was like, I don't want to. I would prefer just to have a organic conversation amongst us. Okay, I love a good organic conversation, but I do like prompt questions. If it is silent and it is awkward and you're trying to get people to get to know each other, you play games, you ask questions. They've got books and cards and all kind of things so that you spark a topic that people can have a discussion about. So I don't know, maybe she was just irritated all the way around, and even got more irritated when Silas was like, Jordan had Jasmine out at 3 in the morning, and then Alex hit her with the, she seems like the toxic friend now. He says that he was only joking. Like he was being, had dry wit, being a little sarcastic. But it didn't come off that way to me. Furthermore, we got to see the true colors of Silas. He does not like Jordan. He mentioned it earlier. Jordan is the party friend. Now that she's married, I wonder how she's going to be with her friends. She's already changed. I don't think you have to worry about that, Silas. She is delved full into what she thinks a wife is. What she thinks a wife is, okay? And I don't think that this is going to be a good look because he does not like Jordan, and Jordan is not a fan. Jordan is like, you know, he's like, oh, got her out at night, late, blase, blase. And Jordan's like, I ain't holding her hostage. She can go home. I don't have a counterpart, so I make sure that I'm safe all the time. Like, he was being very biased. He is also showing that he is in control. Okay, you know, I really don't want to say what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it. Sometimes, not all the times, men from a different country have different perceptions of what women or their wives should act, how they should act. I'm going to leave it at that. Because you can see he's very much so in control. And she's going to very much so go along with it. They're going to have to figure out what their dynamic is as a couple, because two people are now living together. You're not the same person. You still have your autonomy. You just now work collaboratively together. That's just me. That's just the way I see it. But what do I know? I'm just saying. And I feel like Preston showed himself up again. And he said, you know, how he dates men, and I don't even know, but he was just talking. Just like he was talking about he doesn't like the phrase black excellence because black excellence to him has a negative connotation to it, meaning like the single mother trope and how black women are resilient as a single mother, etc. And I was like, I don't agree. I really don't understand where he's coming from, and I really didn't agree. But listen, we're going to get to know these people all season long. I'm going to have a lot to say. This is just the beginning. Y'all let me know what you think down below in the comments of this episode. Will you be watching? If you don't watch them, will you be coming back here to watch me? I'll give you a recap if you want one. I know this wasn't play-by-play, just a little mash pass, mish posh mosh, I don't know, stuff. But let me know down below in the comments. You with me or not? I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review of Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, Season 1, Episode 1. If it's your first time visiting, definitely subscribe to my channel. Share my channel with your friends because I'm back. I'm back. I got some stuff planned. I'm back. Like this video because you like me and I'll know that it's real. I love you in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll see you on the next review.